Hi everybody, I'm Emily and this is Leslie.
Hello.
We want you to sit back, relax, because we're going to give you the latest small biz tips and trends in under 5 minutes today. Okay? So today we're talking about influencer marketing and what this inescapable marketing tool is going to look like this year and beyond. Okay? Influencer marketing has seen explosive growth with the rise of Instagram, and
IG.
it really is
called IG.
Okay, I'm sorry. And it's not slowing down anytime soon. Okay, so estimates are predicting that influencer marketing will become a $15 billion market by 2022. Yowza, that is a
inescapable.
lot. Yeah. So it's a good bet that influencers will be moving up the priority list of many brand marketers.
That's right. So this growth is coming from brands investing in influencer marketing for the first time. I'm looking at you, small businesses. And in addition to existing brands that have experienced strong returns and are expanding their investments accordingly. Okay.
Sure.
So the number one influencer marketing trend to look for this year is that celebrities will become less relevant for influencer campaigns, right? So to many people, including you, maybe watching, the word influencer conjures up memories of celebrity endorsers, probably Kim Kardashian, any of the Kardashians. But here's the thing, is that if you go that route, $250,000 for a post, for a mention, for anything. So many brands are balking at those high price tags, as well as they should, right? The best value for money in influencer marketing comes when you find a genuine enthusiast in your niche who has an audience that aligns perfectly to your target market, okay? So that's sort of is echoing the rise of the micro influencers as well. It's these people that might not have 2 million followers, but maybe 10,000 followers, and everything lines up accordingly. So it's going to be really interesting to see these micro influencers soar in 2020 and celebrities move to the background.
Interesting. Okay, number 2 is brands will increase their use of employees and customers as advocates. Okay, so hello, you have a built-in fan base, right? And you may have influencers already within your own company, right? Your own employees. So while they obviously may not have the largest followers like Kim Kardashian, right? But their enthusiasm and knowledge about the company's products is likely to make up for the smaller reach, right? So it's definitely something to tap into this year.
Definitely. All right, number 3, brands will be more determined to find influencers with similar values to themselves. So sort of kind of what we were talking with 1 and 2, now into number 3. So it's common sense, right? But there have actually been a large number of companies and brands that have been burned by a bad influencer marketing relationship. So you just can't blindly choose to work with influencers solely because they're famous or have followers. Like we've been saying, you need to check for their values and compatibility. If you market yourself as edgy or a maverick, then you can work with a slightly wilder audience. If you target a more mainstream conservative audience, you can't take the risks like you would if you were going for somebody else. So just kind of think about it a little more.
Okay. So next up is long-term influencer relationships will become the norm as opposed to campaign by campaign kind of you working with people on a campaign by campaign basis. So this big theme makes this really the most important. Okay. So you don't want to work with someone for an extended period of time that doesn't line up with your brand. So like what Leslie was just talking about, right? So these long-term relationships are growing, and it's going to give you more authenticity. If an influencer is just kind of one and done, people are like, are you really using, tummy tea to get your
You might see a spike in sales just for that, but then they go back down again, which isn't the goal, right? No. Not at all. All right, so number 5, increasing regulation and enforcement will help streamline the entire influencer marketing industry. So the early days of influencer marketing was sort of considered the wild, wild west. There was little regulation. People acted pretty much as they pleased, right? Now, maybe if you've been on Instagram, IG, you see the posts that have hashtag ad in the stories and in the ads. So you have to have this disclosure involved now, right? It didn't used to be that way. People didn't know. So it changes. The Federal Trade Commission took an active interest in the practice, along with several of their overseas equivalents. So they've made it very clear that influencers now have to disclose a relationship with a brand, right? So the increasing regulation and enforcement, though, will not be a problem if you choose a good influencer to work with, right? The good ones, it's not a problem. The bad ones, okay. So you probably don't want to work with them anyway.
But more proof that influencer marketing is here to stay. Really is something the FTC is getting involved.
I know. It's legit. It's a legit marketing tool, and it's an effective marketing tool. So some something that has the potential to be a real differentiator for you if you have a small or medium-sized business. It's unique and cost-effective. And hopefully these 5 trends showed you a little bit more of the benefits of that. So tell us, what do you think about influencer marketing for your business? Have you utilized it before? Are any of these tips going to, sway you in utilizing it in 2020? Tell us in the comments. Until next week, I'm Leslie. This is Emily. Bye guys.